Koke. Marcos Rojo. Valencia. Blind. Di Maria. Tries it from long range. He so nearly exploited that mistake.
Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Koke. Gamero tries to slide it past the defence. The ball played down the middle. Koke. Can he now find a finish? And a shot here. They scored!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. We've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Find some words to do justice to that goal.
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
They've got the opener in the early minutes. Phil Jones. It's Van Persie. Possibility for a shot. Just past the left post.
Well, how close can you get? That must have been a matter of inches.
Reyes. Tremolinas. Mbia. Gamero. Carlos Bacca. On his own. Gamero. Valencia. Phil Jones. Blint. Falcao. Banega. Mbia. Koke. Here's Gamero. Caricho. Mbia. Banega. Played in accurately. Manchester United have possession again. Pumps it upfield. Van Persie! And he makes absolutely no mistake. And they've come back in style. He'd love to play against defenders as charitable as that every week.
Van Persie is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
They kick off with parity restored.
Well, that's got them back in it, but it'll be very interesting to see what way they approach it now. Do they settle for that or push for more?
Reyes. Carlos Bacca. Banega. There's someone on the overlap. Now a chance for a cross from the flank. Banega. They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
I love to see a team closing down from the front like that, and I think they did brilliant to win it back and get the shot away.
Di Maria. Forward it goes. He plays it through. Blind. It's Di Maria. Carlos Bacca. Now there's a chance to counter. It's played into space. Now a chance for a cross. The quality of the cross is everything in these situations. Onside. Manchester United with a big chance and a big miss. And no one gets onto the end of it. Reyes. Carlos Bacca. Here's Gamero. He's on his way.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
It's Di Maria. Manchester United on the ball, but not being very threatening with it. Di Maria slides it through. Van Persie! Maybe this time! A marvellous goal! The keeper made a mess of it and he's been punished.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
They've got a precious one-goal lead.
Yeah, there's such a...
There is the end of the first period. Just one goal separates them, 2-1 on the score sheet. Manchester United getting us underway for this second half. Valencia. Di Maria. He can't be too happy with that.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Banega. Bia. Koke. Gamero. Carlos Bacca. Banega. Tremoulinas. The ball played into space nicely. He's tackled in the box. Has to be a penalty. Chance and he spurned it.
Listen, the chance is gone, but it's key now that they don't let their heads drop. They've got to be positive.
It's Van Persie. Blind. Rooney. Di Maria. Pass cut out. Reyes. Carlos Bacca. Sevilla have the ball, but they're not making much progress at the moment. Banega. Gamero. Carlos Bacca. It's Van Persie. Oh, fine through ball down the middle.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Van Persie! Van Persie! And that's going to go a long way. Ah, good interception, just what they needed. Carlos Bacca. An opening for Sevilla. Phil Jones gives away a free kick. Falcao. It's through. Here's Van Persie. Van Persie! That one has just about been dealt with. He goes alone. Gamero. Manchester United not as yet making any changes. It's Van Persie. The ball's with Falcao. And he'll shoot here. Van Persie. Van Persie. Goal. 2 goals to the good, and they're set fair. He was never going to decline an invitation like that.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
He'll be taking the match ball home.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
So we resume, and the gap is now 2.
Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it can all change in a flash.
Definitely a foul. That will see him go into the referee's notebook. And that, I believe, is the first time we've seen a yellow card. Yes, it is. Here's Iborra. Falcao. Quarter of an hour remaining. Caricho. Iborra. Oh, good challenge, and he's got it back. Good tackle. It was deemed both clean and fair. Here's Falcao. Van Persie. Rooney. Oh, that should have been it.
And he really went for it there. He knew that was the moment when he could have made the tie safe. It should have been a 3-goal lead.
Villa. Banega. He's looking to find his front men. Tries to slide it past the defence. Here's Gamero. Superb from Gamero. It was all down to the control. They kick off, only 1 ahead now.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Long ball forward. And a strike from distance.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
He wasn't far from finding the net again.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
4 extra minutes being shown on the board. Just a few more moments, and they've won themselves a free kick which could turn out to be the last kick of the game. The referee's got a decision to make here, and no question about it, it's a straight red. Manchester United will be forced into a change following this red card, and any potential suspensions will provide further problems for the manager.
Look, they've only got themselves to blame for having to resort to that. It was a combination of poor concentration and communication that created the problem, and that was the only action they could take.
That's a smart escape. Strikes it. Oh, so close.
But when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close. It's all very neat football, but time is against them now, and they need to get the ball forward.
Van Persie! It's in! That really tested the strength of the net.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
He's made it an incredible 4 in this game. Surely now this match is over as a contest. The referee blows his whistle. A magnificent start, 3 points safely in the bag after day 1. And this will surely set the tempo for the rest of their league season.
I think some of the players are going to be a bit sore after that. There was so much passion and commitment out there. I can't remember anyone shirking a tackle.
This famously is known as the Theatre of Dreams, a very warm welcome to Old Trafford. I'm John Champion, and analysing this game for us is Jim Beglin.
Hi John, at this stage I think the players are just desperate to get out there, and this promises to be a terrific game.
And that's gone straight to the keeper. Forward it goes. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Played through the middle, just the keeper to beat. Bursting forward, and there's a goal! What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
They've got the opener in the early minutes. Real pressure from the opposition there. Branko Ilic. He's looking to find his front men. Manchester United have got possession back. Rooney. Di Maria. Falcao did well running onto the ball through, but didn't get enough of it to register a shot. Marcos Rojo. Looking to play on the break. Di Maria. Oh, it's come through. Defending in numbers here. Thumps it long. Over the line for a throw-in. Raphael. Rooney. Di Maria. Rooney. Raphael. Played in accurately. Babovic. The keeper's got it. Raphael. Blint. Falcao. Well intercepted. Saw the danger and got to it. Carved away. And that comes as a mighty relief. A good delivery essential here. Couldn't get there. They get it away. This goes for a throw-in. On his own. Play surges forward. This goes for a throw-in. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. The opposition posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. And he launches it forward. And a much-needed intervention that was too. We're in the 30th minute. Here's Van Persie. Caught offside that time.
That was just fractionally offside.
The ball's with Falcao. It's opened up nicely for him. To receive the ball, break could be on. It's Di Maria. Falcao. Di Maria. Falcao. Slides it through. Can he now find a finish? And he makes absolutely no mistake. Manchester United now back on level terms. A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
They kick off with parity restored.
Oh, this is real tit-for-tat stuff. It's difficult to see which one has the drive and determination to come out on top now.
It had the range, but not the accuracy.
What an effort that was. He's done very well from that distance.
Knocks it through to the front line. De Gea does what goalkeepers are paid to do.
They need to be a bit more careful with their passing in this position.
Into play it goes for a throw. The danger was there, he dealt with it well. Looking to play on the break. Looking to exploit the space. There is the end of the first period.
Listen, you couldn't have asked for any more from this game. Plenty of action, lots of goals, and with it still even, it's all up for grabs second half too.
The sides locked level at 1 goal each. So, off we go then with the second half. Lazovic. Oh, he's lost out there. Johnny Evans. Falcao. Van Persie. Di Maria. Now it's a goal kick.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Di Maria. Falcao. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. And it's hoofed away. He's looking to find his front men. Blind wins it back. It's Di Maria. Babovic. Good ball, right down the middle. The goalkeeper's got a hold of it. We've reached the hour mark. Manchester United yet to make a substitution here. Babovic plays it into the danger area. Di Maria. Both sides fiercely contesting the ball. And now Van Persie. And now strikes it. And they escape imminent danger. Here's Di Maria. Here's Van Persie. Van Persie! Well, that was really close. You get nothing for being close. So, how will they work this one? The defence able to get it away. Johnny Evans. Rooney. Di Maria. Goal! Manchester United! And that completes the comeback.
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
They now lead by 1 goal.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Launches it high, aimed at the wing, and it's come through to him. He takes a shot. Not this time. Long way off that. Marcos Rojo. Di Maria, who's just scored a fine goal. Forward it goes. Falcao. He's looking to find his front men. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. It's Di Maria. And there's a foul. No surprise, it's a yellow card. And that, I believe, is the first time we've seen a yellow card. Yes, it is.
Listen, this guy has got fantastic acceleration. That's blistering pace. And he's going to be on the end of a tackle or two like that.
Blind. Raphael. Blind. Van Persie. A real tussle for the ball. Good interception, just what they needed. Blind. Falcao. And he finds a bit of space here. The clock counting down. Manchester United just need to hold on for a few more moments. Ball has been cleared. Here's Di Maria, going forward with purpose. He's in again. A great header that, real bravery showed.
And he really threw himself at that one. Just a little more accuracy was all it needed.
We all know what he can do.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Well played, that got them out of trouble.
At this stage of the game, they need to get into a more attacking position.
We are entering stoppage time. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. He's going it alone. Off he goes. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Once more a chance. They've scored. With so little time remaining, it's all square here. The keeper just didn't deal with it, and his team has paid the price.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get...
So there it is, and that concludes today's contest. A draw played out here. No one could come up with the all-important strike. It was their finishing that let them down in the end.
You know, it's a privilege to be part of a fabulous football match like that. That was a real roller coaster ride for the fans.
This famously is known as the Theatre of Dreams. A very warm welcome to Old Trafford. I'm your commentator, John Champion, and summarising today is Jim Begley.
Hello, John. Hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Di Maria, spooned forward. It's the ball. That is wayward.
What a lovely first touch, and that allowed him the space to get the shot away. It's excellent technique.
Poor distribution from the keeper, that's a gift. Falcao. Di Maria. Di Maria. A marvellous goal.
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
That would have to go down as one of the sweetest strikes I think I've ever seen.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
They've got the opener in the early minutes. Di Maria. Van Persie. Johnny Evans. No way through there. They've scored in the opening 10 minutes of the game to make it 1-0. Chipped over the defence. Here's Van Persie. It's opened up nicely for him. Up for the header. Fantastic from Falcao. It's a comfortable lead now, 2 goals. Great cross in, made the rest easy.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So, it's now 2 without reply.
Yeah, we've seen it before that 1-0 can be a fragile scoreline, but now that they have that extra cushion, 2 should be enough.
Lifts it through. Didn't have any luck with the through ball there.
Yeah, it looked like there that he was asking just a little too much of himself to try and thread that ball through. It was a bit over-ambitious, but I like his thinking.
Raphael. Rooney. It's Van Persie. The opposition posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. Good ball, right down the middle. Lint, Marcos Rojo, Di Maria, Rooney. 30 minutes on the watch. Di Maria, looking to exploit the space. Well played, that got them out of trouble. Di Maria, who's just added his name to the score sheet. Minutes played.
I think they're building the play really nicely. If they can just find the right through ball, they could be in on goal.
Di Maria. Falcao. Van Persie. Van Persie! That would have been some goal.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
Cleared away. There's someone on the overlap. And the cross dealt with. A robust challenge. The whistle signals the end of the first half. They lead by 2-0 at this point. So away we go then for the second half. Strikes it. It was a good ball in, but no goal.
And the defence was completely beaten then. Exploiting that space in behind has proven very effective for them in this game. It's good stuff.
Phil Jones. Di Maria. Picked off there. Lint, Di Maria, it's Van Persie, and he finds a bit of space here.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. Good possession in this spell, but lacking any real penetration. Chance, and they can have another go. The rebound.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Falcao. Surely he's in. Another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. In a straight duel like that, there was only going to be one winner.
I just thought he was alert and direct. There was no messing about. He was too quick for the keeper, and that's a fine finish.
So it's 3-0 now. Manchester United still not utilising their bench. Off he goes. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Can he now find a finish? A robust challenge, to say the least. Falcao. A good interception, just what they needed. Falcao. Lint. Raphael. Lint. Rooney. And that's come to nothing. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Here's Van Persie. Falcao. tried to play it through. He's onside. Just the keeper to beat. He's on his way. Di Maria. Lint. He's looking to find his front men. Here's Falcao. He's bursting forward. There it is. This game has already ceased to be a contest. There's the benefit of pinpoint accuracy. They have this game in their hands now. The ball's with Falcao. Through ball over the top. Here he is. Van Persie, driven in. Oh, yet another goal. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He'll be taking the match ball home.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. The clock counting down. Falcao. The idea was there, the execution wasn't. There will be 2 additional minutes to be added on. Just the keeper to beat. He makes his way towards the penalty area. And it's a really well-taken goal. A great finish in a one-on-one situation.
Well, when you go one-on-one with the keeper, you can't afford any indecision. And that was decisive and clinical.
No better Wade. That's it. After much consultation with his stopwatch, the referee has blown for time. We've seen some fantastic finishing from this team with real attacking class throughout. Their opponents didn't stand a chance.
Well, how enjoyable was that? I love it when you get two teams giving it everything they've got. They held nothing back. Terrific stuff.